And Sean, another blessed and grateful day. Today's topic, we're getting into seeing with the mind and not just seeing with the eyes and seeing with all of our five senses. This is coming from the GOAT, Mr. Bob Proctor, and I'm going to teach you guys exactly why that is. Because when you look at the percentage of success, when it comes to the physical side versus the spiritual side, the answer might surprise you. But this is exactly why today's topic is going to be crucial into really nailing this topic. So, any wins, any celebrations, any achievements, throw them down below. Let's get you celebrated coming into the week. There's a lot of greatness happening right now. In fact, we've actually got a Puerto Rico launch in the midst right now. So, if you guys have anybody over there on that side, we are actually live right now where they can still go ahead and get the service finally. So, huge news coming. Let's go ahead and get into today's topic. But before we do, as always, a little bit of gratitude. Let's get it down. Grateful to be alive. Grateful for each of you. Grateful for another day to shine, another day to be of service, and another day to go ahead and reach a hand out to somebody else to go ahead and give a helping hand. You never know. One smile, one DM, one phone call can completely change the course of not just our lives, their families' lives by going out and being bold today. So let's get into it. Sing with the mind and not sing with the eyes. You know, Bob Proctor, one of his, I would say his most prominent concepts that he teaches when it comes to success is the spiritual side versus the physical side. And it's unlike anything most people have ever learned in school because most of us were taught to get more, we have to do more, right? We need more physical work. So if you were to guess right now when it comes to success, what percentage is physical and what percentage is spiritual? If you were to go ahead and throw a number down, here's what Bob Proctor teaches. He teaches that success is 90% spiritual and it's only 1 to 10% physical, actually doing the action. Because it said without the right self talk, without the right belief system, without the right identity created within, doesn't matter how many phone calls we do, doesn't matter how many doors we knock, doesn't matter how much content that we put out, because every single manifestation starts with be, do, have, right? Become it, do the action, and then we can go and have the result. That's why we end every single call with that exact phrase, because that's what Bob Proctor teaches. It takes becoming it, the identity first. How does that person show up? Are they eating well throughout the day? Are they exercising? Are they going out and pushing the needle a little bit forward each day? Or are we comfortable? Are we just caught drifting? It's another Thursday. Let's just go ahead and see what happens today. It might be the same as yesterday. That's not living. I learned a long time ago. That's just existing. And if that's Jim Rohn calls it being out in the sea and just letting the wind blow us all around the ocean, expecting to get somewhere. It's tough. But when we can use the wind to direct our sails, now we can actually get some direction. So here's the tactical piece for today. Being able to see with the mind and not with the eyes. Here's what I mean by that. In the next 30 days, right, when July hits, what is the goal by July, this next week? What is something we'd be fired up and excited about to go and achieve that by the end of the month? We don't need to look 30 days down the line. Let's just look for the next 7 days. How we can be consistent 7 days straight, not worry about the results, but be married to the process and divorced from the outcome. You know, entrepreneurship, that's one of the toughest pieces is stop being able to see with the eyes. Because it's easy to go ahead and put out the work, shoot a handful of messages, go to an event, and people are like, well, why is nothing happening? Jim Rohn, Kevin Trudeau, they talk about the peripherals when it comes to our radar. There is so much abundance happening when we have faith, have the identity, take the action. There's so much abundance happening outside of peripherals that we don't even see, that we don't even know that's actually in our field. And the more consistent we are, the more things that start to go ahead and manifest into reality. Vampire, what's going on? So even for me, living out of my car, I had to stop feeling going off all my five senses. What I'm feeling every day, feeling depressed, feeling a little bit anxious, or even what I'm smelling, right? Around a car that I'm living in that smelled. How about being able to look at my bank account, having no money inside of my bank account? But this is the beauty about being able to build a manifestation. Doesn't matter where we're at. You see people that are 300 pounds the next 90 days, they just dropped 40 pounds. Why? They shifted their identity. They got a routine. They got discipline and they just carried out the plan. And the first week it didn't show. Maybe the first 2 weeks they didn't see much, but 3 weeks to a month, now we can start to see the change. The same thing happens with entrepreneurship. As we take the action, as we put ourselves out there, you're not going to see the result right away, but I promise you, as it compounds by holding that belief, holding that consistent identity, it has no room but left to manifest. So, if nobody told you yet today, family, from me to you, you are a star, you are a piece of greatness, and you are needed. Your story needs to be heard, and nobody will know if we stay shy, we stay in a shell, we're worried about other people's opinions, because in reality, everybody is going through something in life right now. So nobody's special, nobody's problems are special. The difference is how we react or how we respond. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, they believe the same as we do. They just had an unreal identity for themselves that they weren't going to stand for mediocrity. So I love you, fam. If nobody told you yet lately, let's go out and make a dent in the universe. Together we can build an empire. And as always, we can be, do, and have anything we hold in our mind. We hold it right here in our hand. Let's finish this month of June strong. If you've been looking for mentorship, if you've been looking for a community, reach out to me on Instagram, Define Dreams, and we'll get you plugged in to those that are winning, excited, positive, and ready to go ahead and get to the next level. Lewis, this is about leveling up. Really, if you want to 10x your finances, your relationship with your creator, if you want to be around a winning community, this is what this channel is all about. Reach out to me, shoot me a DM. We've got your back all day long. Have a blessed day, fam. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the Friday. Let's go.